You know, I'm pretty sure you're hearing the coaches saying, don't believe the hype. Don't believe the hype. We needed that. We need somebody to come in and be like, hey, pop, pop, pop. And that's exactly what happened. What's up, y'all? That's Anthony Sellers.
That's Eric Jordan.
And this is
Browns in Our Blood.
Oh, man. Woo!
Rough one this week.
Rough one. Rough one.
Was the game versus the Chargers a bad day, or is there reason for concern?
Okay, was Sunday a down game, or do we have serious concern right here?
I always think that there's always concerns no matter what, because nothing is always ever perfect. But I think part of it was just a down game, because I was listening to this podcast this morning on the way to work, and they mentioned that they felt like the 3 overtime games caught up to them, and that's where there was a lack of effort coming in. I just think like when you keep playing basically a full extra game, you know, you played 3 extra quarters, it just catches up to you.
That's a good theory. That's a good theory, especially for a young team.
The other thing too is I just think Los Angeles, I need to make that correction. Los Angeles, I think they game planned for us a lot better and executed their game plan better than what we did.
I definitely agree. We got a little out-coached.
Yeah. Thank you to the person who let us know that we kept saying San Diego. I think it was me that mostly said it.
It's like that scene from Coming to America from Eddie Murphy. The daddy called him Clay. I'm going to call him Clay. They from San Diego. I know if they from San Diego. They not from L.A. I'm calling them San Diego Chargers. No,
old habits die hard. I want to appreciate it, so get that correction out. The L.A. Chargers, Los Angeles Chargers.
Los Angeles Chargers. Was Sunday a fluke game, or was there a real concern? Nah. I don't think it was a fluke game. Somebody came into our house and punched us in the mouth. We got punched in the mouth, and I think us young boys, as being a young locker room, that happens. Now, what I saw, I did see lack of effort, and going into the game, I got really worried. I'm always worried when all the analysts are like, Cleveland's going to win. Cleveland's going to win. Cleveland's going to win. We've been hearing it all week. So do I think we drank the Kool-Aid a little bit? And do I think our young locker room players drank the Kool-Aid a little bit? Yes, I do. It's normal. It's natural. It's happened. In fact, the best thing probably for us was getting punched in the mouth like this. I don't think that's a bad thing. You know, long as we come back and
pie.
Yeah, little sweet humble pie. Yeah, we was talking the league for the last couple of weeks. You're a young player. You know, I'm pretty sure you're hearing the coaches saying, "Don't believe the hype. Don't believe the hype." We needed that. We needed somebody to come in and be like, "Hey, pop, pop, pop," and that's exactly what happened. We wanted to test. We wanted to see how good this defense was.
We had the test too.
We had the test, and you know, you can call New Orleans a good test. That's one of the best offenses in the league. But Chargers are the top 4 offense in the league right now. Number 1 in big plays. The Los Angeles Chargers are the number 1 team in offensive big plays. Number 4 in total offense. And Melvin Gordon, I think he's top 3 in rushing right now.
Yeah, Gordon did what Gordon does.
Gordon did what Gordon does. All right, what's the backs we seen so far? We seen Connor. We seen Kamir. That's where I get stuck at a little bit, because we did a good job on New Orleans. But honestly, New Orleans haven't exploded on nobody yet, like they were last year.
Yeah, but they also just got Mark Ingram back, didn't they?
Right. And then we got the Ravens, who no one's offensively scared of. You're scared of their defense, but you're not really scared of, I mean, New Orleans and Pittsburgh, don't get me wrong, because Pittsburgh is in the top 5 offenses there are too. So we've had some good tests when it comes to offenses. Man, this offense came in and just did that thing.
Yeah.
And some of those plays, I think we make those plays on other Sundays. So I think it's a combination of what you said. One, all the overtimes, we might be hitting the wall a little bit, even though we're not even halfway there. We might be hitting the wall a little bit because our players are so young. And then the combination with all the hype around the Browns. You know, just drinking that Kool-Aid, feeling yourself a little bit. We might have came here, you know, underestimated who we was playing, and they put us in check real quick. So I think it's a combination of both. One, the common denominator being young players dealing with fatigue of playing in this league, and also dealing with not believing the hype and getting caught up. There was three backs on that one pass, Tyrell Williams.
Yes.
And we were in position, even on the other one to Tyrell, we were in position to make a play for that. I think fresher legs, maybe being more focused on who you're playing against, not believing the hype, you know, still hungry, we might make those plays. This is a high energy offensive team. And that running back they got should be playing linebacker for some teams.
They also have Derwin James, too, in the backfield on there. He played great.
He played great. And when they get back Bosa, they're going to be a serious team.
Can Todd Haley change his game plan to utilize his playmakers better?
We was thin at wide receiver in this game. Only went 3.
Yeah.
Do you think Haley has what it takes to adjust his offensive scheme and to game plan to utilize his playmakers a little bit better?
I want to say yes and no, because I think we saw a little bit of it this week. Duke got more touches. He definitely got more passes. You could see they were trying to fit Duke more into the play. And plus, they were saying it all week. Duke's going to get more touches. Duke's going to get more touches. Which might have threw our chemistry off a little bit, trying to force him into the play. I heard Chubbs was going to get more carries too, and Chubbs did get more carries. I think Haley can get a little predictable sometimes. But I do think he's trying to make changes with what he has, which brings me to the no part of my answer. We ain't got playmaker. Even our top playmaker ain't really a playmaker guy. Jarvis is more of a possession receiver. Right. He's not known for, like, stretching the field. But that's our biggest,
right?
You know what I'm saying? Our guy.
Yeah,
so.
I get you there. I disagree saying no playmakers, though. I do disagree there, because I think Njoku's a playmaker. He's still developing, but I think he's a playmaker. He can stretch the field.
He has the potential.
He can still stretch the field, but yes, he's still a playmaker. Duke Johnson has proven to be a playmaker.
Yeah,
that's why they gave him the extension.
Well, that's why I said yes and no. Don't get me wrong. I love Duke Johnson, and
I'm calling you on that one, man. I'm calling you on that one all day.
That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. I'm fine. I mean, like, he's all we had last year, so we went to him. And yes, he was the best of one of the best that what we had. But when we had Josh, that's what I consider a playmaker. So let's define playmaker. To me, Josh Gordon is a playmaker. The closest thing we got to Josh Gordon at any position. Running back, well, playmakers, shoot, our biggest playmakers are on defense, be honest with you. Denzel Ward, Myles Garrett, those are really probably people who, like, time to make a play, go make a play. If we put Duke into that position, go make a play, maybe he does go make a play. But that's what I'm saying. He's like, well, he's not even starting. So I can't say we got playmakers.
And that's why I'm asking, do you think he can adjust the schemes and stuff to better utilize? Because
that's why I say I think
because you got to he's one of those guys. You have to get him out on the field, dude. He's got to get out there. I mean, he's proven that he can play out wide and be on the side. He can be a hybrid type player, wide receiver, halfback.
Last year.
Yeah, he can this year too.
I hope so.
He can't be that if they don't put him out there to try it.
No, I'm with you.
That's what I mean. That's what I mean by adjustments and stuff. Right. Especially when you get in a position where we were this week, where we had 4 receivers to start the game. Rod Streeter, which by the way just posted, he's out for the season with that neck fracture. So once these players get healthy, once Rashard Higgins gets healthy, or once Brashard Perriman gets caught up. Yeah, if that happens. I mean,
it ain't happened nowhere else.
Once you start getting
well, that's what happened in Cleveland.
Once you get 4 or 5 wide receivers, though, is what I mean. Is like, is he just going to fall back into his 2 or 3 touch a game?
Nah, I think they've been trying to get Duke more. This isn't new. This has been happening for the last couple of weeks. How do we get Duke more? Duke's upset. He wants more touches. What I'm trying to say is I think Haley's trying to make those changes for the playmakers that we got. And what I'm saying, like what I'm trying to tell you is, I think he's working with, but I honestly don't think we got no big playmaker on that team. Now we got strong NFL caliber players. Duke Johnson was the best playmaker we got one of the best playmakers we had last year. Do I think Duke Johnson is Josh Gordon? And we're about to go to trades because we're about to talk about trades anyway because we're talking about Amari Cooper in the trade. Do I think Duke Johnson is as good as Amari Cooper? No.
I don't think anybody thinks that.
Okay, no, but that's back to me saying we really don't have playmakers. This is the best. I think Duke is one of the best that we got, and we're not utilizing them. Okay, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Duke is one of the best playmakers we got, but we're not utilizing them. And honestly, I don't think we got playmakers. Period.
Agree to disagree.
We agree to disagree. And I was going to bring this up because I was going to tell my fans, our Browns fans out there, y'all got to understand, because we all getting caught up. And some of you might not be jumping to conclusions. So this is just me thinking like that because I just know how our fans can get. But y'all got to understand, this is still part of a long process of rebuilding. And when I'm talking about that, I'm talking about the whole season. To me, it's a bonus so far. I love what I'm seeing. Did I expect Baker to jump into the start and be as productive, as good as he looked so quick? I didn't know that was going to happen. You know what I'm saying? I was ready to build slowly Get a couple wins here and there if we can. You know, what was our predictions for the year?
I said 8-8. You said 6.
I said 6. I think we're both on pace for that. So this part of where we are in this rebuilding process, I think
we're at the tail end of the rebuilding, personally.
The tail end?
I think we're at the tail end. We started getting our core players, and now it's time to start making sure that they gonna fit in.
Okay, I know where you're going to with this. Because can we make the playoffs this year? Yes, we can. We can.
That's not an expectation.
Not an expectation.
It'll be a bonus if we get there, but we're at the tail end of where we need to be on that. We've got our core players, like most of our core players, in place.
Right.
So,
yeah, we just need some playmakers.
Yeah.
We just need some playmakers.
Okay.
I mean,
I'm agreeing to disagree.
And honestly, we took care of the most important position there is in this league. And that's quarterback.
And that's coming back. That's why I think we're at the tail end of it, because now it's hitting sooner than we expected. No one expected Baker to be in at week 4, I don't think.
Right. And no one expected us to trade Josh Gordon.
True.
We had our playmaker, but now we don't have one. I'm fine of going the rest of the season with this squad. We have exceeded my expectations already. Tying with Pittsburgh and beating the Ravens is past my expectations, because I honestly did not think that's where those W's were coming from. Us tying with Pittsburgh, the way we played New Orleans, and beating the Ravens, I didn't expect those games to go the way they did.
No.
Jets, yeah, I was like, there goes a W. But the way we played New Orleans and beating the Ravens, that was better than my expectations.
Yeah,
I'll
agree with that. I'll agree with that.
Should we go after Amari Cooper and Patrick Peterson?
Couple trades out there that we hear. There's do we need to go make any trades? Do we need to go make a play for Amari Cooper, who I heard the Raiders are shopping, and Patrick Peterson, who Arizona's shopping?
Peterson, I say no, just because I think we got a lot of depth at the secondary.
Even with Mitchell going out.
Everybody that they've gotten and signed to, like EJ Gaines, TJ Carey, they're man-to-man type people, and Denzel Ward's proven to be kind of a good man-to-man player overall. So I think we got pretty good depth there overall. I wouldn't go for Patrick Peterson. One I would like to see is Cardinals linebacker Hassan Reddick. Like, I think that would help shore up a little bit, give us an extra person to rotate in. Be like what they thought Michael Kendricks was going to do when they signed him in. So that would be more interesting to me. I think they're going to want too much for Cooper.
What's too much for you?
Second or third. I would go a third round. I don't know about a second.
Okay, you don't want to give a first or second for Amari Cooper?
No.
I go after Cooper, and I give a third round for Cooper.
I would give a third.
I'm with you. I'm not going first or second. I wouldn't do first or second. Maybe 2021. If we could work out some terms, and we wouldn't give it up the bank, I think Cooper's young enough that him and Baker could grow really well together.
Right.
Yeah, and he got that big body that I think needs to be out there.
Yeah, that you covet.
Yeah, those big receivers who won't be able to get position.
Yeah, and with him only being 6 foot, it helps to be able to, because sometimes, like we saw it in the Chargers game, he had to throw a couple high because they were in his passing lanes, and they were missed by Callaway and Ratley. Right. So I mean, just in that kind of thinking too, where Baker's only 6 foot. Right. I think that helps. Like getting someone a little bit bigger will help out.
So I guess for the year we both are on. Let's save our drafts. Let's save our picks. But I think Cooper's, if it's in play, Dorsey, go for Coop. Go for Coop. That could be a nice little combination. And he's young.
Expectations for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers game.
All right, so we got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers next. And really quick, we'll be doing a podcast, a first collaborating podcast with Buck What You Heard. I love that name. Bucks What You Heard.
It's exciting, yes.
Yes, so it's a Tampa Bay Buccaneers football podcast, and we're going to talk some Browns Buccaneers football. So when we get the link for that, we'll definitely put that up down here in the description box. But big shout out to Buck What You Heard. Yes. I was a little scary of that offense. That's one of those offenses that's just unpredictable.
Yeah, that's the perfect word, unpredictable.
Yeah, some days they show up, every once in a while they don't. But man, when they do show up, it can get crazy. Yeah, Jackson, Evans, Howard, Bray, and then Jameson's now. But to me, didn't care because they were crazy like that under Fitz too.
Yeah, Howard's been helping me out a lot in fantasy.
Has he?
Yes.
He was gone for a couple weeks.
Gone for a couple weeks, but I stuck with him. Kept him. I didn't cut him.
I cut him. I wish
you dummy.
I know. It always comes back to me with our defense. If our defense doesn't hold a team between 21 and 28, and honestly, I want to say between 17 and 21. I think our offense with the playmakers that we have and our quarterback and our experience, I think we can score 21, 24 points. So if our defense shows up and slows the Bucks, can slow the Bucks offense down, and let's hope the offense is having one of those days. They're having one of their days where they're not clicking like they usually, or clicking like they can potentially can. I think we'll have a good shot at beating the Buccaneers. I think this is definitely should be one of our W's.
I agree with that. That should be one of our W's. The one of my concerns is the offensive line. They let up 4 sacks in the first half. So is Tampa Bay going to see what LA did and try to capitalize on that some more?
Yeah.
Because the one thing I did notice is when they blitzed a lot more on Baker's left side. In the first couple games, he liked to kind of flush out to the left. And he wasn't quite able to do that this time.
Right.
And I think it made him a little hesitant. I want to see what they can do to adjust for that.
Right.
They don't need as much pressure. The offensive line got manhandled.
Yeah, I think a lot of people saw the blood in the water last week with us, and I'm wondering how that's going to translate into future games and how people scheme against us now. Yeah, time for Haley to make your money. Haley's time to make your money.
I think it's going to be another one of those close game types, down to the final possession. I think it's going to be one of those games like we've had every other game, basically. That might
be all our wins this year. For real, all our wins might come down to like that. Yeah, because we need playmakers.
Join our FanDuel Fantasy Football League.
Gary, you won the battle, but you didn't win the war, buddy. You won the battle, but you
showed up. That's the first.
That's the first thing. First thing, Gary shows up. We actually got to play for money yesterday because we had enough players to play for money in FanDuel.
Yeah, Gary won, hyphen second. Mischievous third, you fourth, and me fifth.
So Gary, you won. Like I said, you won the battle, but I won the war because I beat you in the league, in the year league. So yo, if you want to play FanDuel, play our league. Somebody tried to play in our comment section, and they said they don't. FanDuel doesn't do that in their country. I don't know if that was our Australia people or not. Hey, keep joining in. The link will be down in there in the description box. Join. We play every Sunday. It's a FanDuel league, and there's money involved.
And you get a belt if you win.
But yeah, this is the belt. You can win the belt. I know it doesn't say FanDuel football, nothing on it. It's a belt. But I know you guys. If you watch our shows like you are and you follow us, you guys like belts like this. You like belts like this because you're the kind of guys we are. We're the same kind of guys.
All right, so that's going to be all that we have for today. Be sure to check us out on YouTube, MONSTALUNG Sound Vision.
Yeah.
Like the videos. Keep leaving the comments. I actually love having the talk.
Man, comment section went off the hook this week.
Yes.
Loved it.
My favorite comment, well, there's two favorite comments. The first one was the one that grilled you about the kicking issues. I absolutely love that because, like, yes, didn't have to do it in person. Dude, I don't know if he was grilling you or both of us because I said that we had a special teams problem. You said that we don't have kicking issues just because of the one.
Hey, but Greg Joseph looked good yesterday. Did Greg Joseph look good? Yeah, he was 2 for 2. 2 for 2.
I love that guy. And then there was another one said the white host. So I love that. So that's great. But yes, keep coming with the comments. We love it. And if you have any criticisms, feedback, let us know.
Definitely.
Yes.
And also, if you want to collaborate, all you other guys out there doing podcasts and vlogs, if you're interested in collaborating, holler at us. We love doing that.
Yeah, it'll be. We just love talking football in general. Hit the notification button if you don't like videos, you want it in podcast form. You can check us out at -podcastgroup.com. Pretty much find the podcast anywhere podcasts are sold or downloaded.
So what's the record now? With 2-3-1?
2-3-1.
2-3-1. Okay.
Tampa Bay next.
Tampa Bay next. This should be a W.
We hope.
We hope. That's the white host, Anthony Sellers.
That's the black host, Eric Jordan.
And this is Browns in Our Blood. That was classic. Get the new Browns in Our Blood t-shirts. You can get those at shop.spreadshirt.com/MONSTALUNG-merch. The link is in the description box below.